Welcome to the Integrated Lifestyle Medicine. I'm Dr. Jignesh Harkani, GMRS Medical College Gandhinagar, tutor in Physiology Department. We are doing a research in yoga and lifestyle medicine. Today we are going to discuss about most significant aspect of the electric nutritions. We have inspiration from our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji to do research on both the directions, like let us think by Western scientists and incorporating and integrating the most ancient, most significant thing from our Vedas and the yogas. So we have an objective how we can integrate our own culture, heritage with the modern science, and how we can reduce the non-communicable disease, the global burden of non-communicable diseases like lifestyle diseases, diabetes, cancer, arthritis, inflammations, all are increasing, and that is because of fundamental our mistake to understand what is the life, what is the physiology, how it is affected by the nature, how it is influenced and impacted by the environment. So today we are producing our few concepts regarding the fundament of the earth, and we have in our studio our two intern doctor, Dr. Nida and Dr. Nandini. So we are going to start a presentations. What is our objective? So we have a lab, Patanjali Yoga Research Lab in the Physiology Department. It is the fundamental thing that science in synergy with the spirituality, when both will act in integrations by incorporating a glamorous Western medical science with the glory of Indian Vedic wisdom. The Western medical technology with the Indian traditional technology. At that time, when we are capable of integrating this interdisciplinary holistic approach, we can reduce surely NCD, the non-communicable lifestyle disorders. So starting from these, we are today going to discuss about how the Mother Earth is helping in prevention and cure of lifestyle disorders like yoga. So our own ancient science, which is right now welcome and appreciated by the Western scholars. So beginning of the yoga is starting from the balancing the 7 chakras. So today in depth we are thinking how the earth element is affecting our own physiology. But we are going to think all these things by the reference and the evidence-based medicine, the fundamental research done in the Western scientists. So root chakra or the earth element, how we can balance it with the earthing or grounding, which is also known as a bioelectromagnetic and subtle energy medicine, how it is providing us electric nutrition to the body, the most effective as well cost effective intervention. So not using more times, I'm handing over to our intern doctor. They will share few words regarding this.
Hello, I'm Dr. Nandini Raghava, intern doctor, GMERS Medical College, Gandhinagar.
Hello, I'm Dr. Nida Sayed, intern doctor, GMERS Medical College, Gandhinagar. And today we are going to discuss about the healing benefits of earthing or grounding on our body.
There is very famous shloka in the Atharva Veda which highlights Mata Bhumihi Putro Aham Prithviyah, which means, O Bhumi Mata, I am the son of Mother Earth. This shows that our ancestors respected Mother Earth and very well knew about the benefits of Mother Earth in our lifestyle as well as on our bodies.
Coming back to our topic of earthing, you must have heard the word grounding in electrical terms. Almost everything in this world is connected by some frequency, stability, safety. Whether it's an electric power plant or your refrigerator, it is basically grounded for your safety. Similarly, The grounding theory says that the earth is like a massive battery which has natural electrical charge, a unique type of energy found beneath the earth's surface. When humans make an electrical connection with the earth's energy, this is known as grounding or earthing. Walking barefoot in the grass, sand, concrete are the most basic forms to do it. Human to human, multiple frequencies are passed. That's why we would like to term the earth as a whole a battery. We can't perceive all these with our naked eyes, but it just exists. So let us go in the depth of this topic. So, what exactly is earthing or grounding? Direct physical contact with the surface of the earth, as with bare feet or hands, is called grounding or earthing. While the specific mechanism of action is unknown, one theory do suggest that there is free flow of electrons in our body from the earth's contact. Through this, every part of the body can equilibrate with the electrical potential of the earth, thereby stabilizing not only the internal environment of one's body but also gets an improvement in the electrical impulses going on in our body. So, Dr. Nandini, what do you think? Is this grounding possible? Does it work? Is there any research behind it?
So, what is the science behind earthing or grounding? A continuous flow of electrons from the sun to the ionosphere and to the earth via lightning strikes keeps the surface of the earth electrically charged. Electrostatistics teaches that when two conductive objects with different electrical potential touch each other, there is a virtually instantaneous transfer of charges so that the two subjects and objects equilibrate to the same electrical potential. The human body is a conductor of electricity, and so is the earth. Grounded or earthed means that our bodies are connected to the surface of the earth and its abundant supply of electrons. This is a natural condition in which earth's electrons spread over or into our bodies, stabilizing our internal electrical environment. Now, what are the examples of electrical impulses that we see and which actually exist within our bodies? So, first is the brain. The communication of the brain with the entire body through the nervous system all occurs through electrical impulses. Heart, the regulation of heartbeat and heart rhythm is all through electrical impulses. Similarly, in our muscles, the contraction and relaxation also occur through electrical impulses.
So, coming back to the research behind it, this takes us back to the ancient time when a German physicist, Winfried Otto Schumann, suggested the Schumann theory. Now, he gave the Schumann resonances, which were named after him, who first predicted their existence in 1952. These resonances are essentially global electromagnetic resonances that exist in the cavity formed by the Earth's surface and the ionosphere, which is the upper part of the atmosphere. The primary Schumann resonance, also known as the fundamental frequency, has a frequency of about 7.83 Hz. So, we have talked about the Schumann theory, but can you correlate this with our topic? So, let's see the correlation. The Schumann resonances are important because they are believed to play a role in regulating and maintaining the Earth's electromagnetic environment. Some scientists suggest that these resonances may have implications for biological systems, including human health and well-being. These are theories proposing that these frequencies could have effects on brainwave activity, sleep patterns, and overall human physiology. So, our human bodies generate and exhibit a wide range of frequencies, both at macroscopic and microscopic levels. Taking an example of brain waves. So, these are electrical activity in the brain that can be characterized into different frequency bands, known as the brain waves. Now, the different types of frequencies that are emitted by our brain mainly are delta waves, theta waves, alpha waves, and beta waves and gamma waves. So, main would be alpha waves. If you look at the frequency, it goes about like 8 to 12 hertz. Coming back to our Schumann again, the frequency given by him was also around 7.83 hertz. So, some researchers believed, is there a contact between these alpha waves which are present in our body and the Schumann resonances? Let's see. As these alpha waves resonate at the same frequency as the Earth, which is at 7.83 Hz, due to the free flow of electrons during earthing, this is why when we go out in the nature, like walking barefoot, on grass, on a beach, we experience a sense of refreshment and calmness when compared to sitting back at your home in front of a desk or in office indoors for long hours.
So let us discuss the evidences depicting benefits of earthing. First evidence was improvement of glucose regulation. The SoCals came up with the hypothesis that interaction between living organisms and the electrical properties of the earth, either by direct contact with the earth's electrically charged surface and or by field interactions with the earth's electrical field, it could be involved in various physiological regulatory processes. A double-blind experiment conducted on groups who followed similar physical activity, diet, and fluid intake during these trial periods was done. Grounding was achieved with copper plates placed on the lower part of the leg attached with a strip so that it would not come off during the night. The plates were connected by a conductive wire to a larger plate placed in contact with the earth outside. Basically, these trial groups were continuously exposed to earthing or grounding. Earthing had a direct effect on the regulation of blood glucose in patients with non-insulin dependent diabetes mellitus. This was demonstrated by the decrease in fasting glucose concentrations from 10.6 with an error margin of 1.2 to 7.4 with an error margin of 0.8 millimoles per liter. Second evidence, good control over cortisol profile. Cortisol is a stress hormone that is associated with both psychological and physical stress, inflammation, and sleep dysfunction in humans. Chronic elevation of cortisol can result in disruption of circadian rhythms, causing sleep disorders, hypertension, cardiovascular diseases, stroke, decreased bone density, decreased immune response, mood disturbances, autoimmune diseases, and abnormal glucose levels. A pilot study showed that grounding or earthing the body during sleep normalizes the day-night cortisol rhythm while improving sleep, pain, and stress, which is indicative of a deep significance to natural contact with the surface of the earth. Third study, controlled study of delayed onset of muscle soreness. DOMS, which is also known as delayed onset of muscle soreness, results from excessive, unfamiliar, or intensive exercise. In a controlled study of delayed onset muscle soreness, pain reduction from sleeping grounded was well documented. Muscle soreness begins usually 24 to 48 hours after exercise and can last well over 96 hours. In a study after the initiation of DOMS, ungrounded subjects expressed the perception of greater pain. Evidence of a muted white blood cell response indicating that a grounded body experiences less inflammation was found. Sleeping grounded is the first intervention ever discovered that speeds recovery from the pain of DOMS. Subjects were also tested with a blood pressure cuff on the calf of the injured leg. Subjects that had slept grounded consistently could withstand greater pressure than controls. Reduction in blood viscosity and red blood cell clumping. A study examined effects of 2 hours of grounding on electrical charge, that is zeta potential, of the red blood cells and the extent of RBC clumping. 10 subjects were grounded with conductive patches on the soles of their feet and palms of their hands. Wires connected the patches to a stainless steel rod inserted in the earth outdoors. Small fingertip pinprick blood samples were placed on the microscopic slides and an electric field was applied to them. Their zeta potentials were determined. RBC aggregation was measured by counting the number of clustered cells in each sample, and their electrophoretic mobility was determined. Earthing or grounding significantly reduced RBC aggregation and increased their zeta potential in all samples by an average of 2.70. This concluded that grounding the body increases the surface charges on the RBCs and thereby reducing blood viscosity and clumping. Other various studies are study by Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine Research in 2009, which said that there was a significant decrease in blood markers of inflammation and the decrease in blood viscosity. study in 2011 and 2019 said 40 minutes of grounding boosted respiratory rate and stabilized blood oxygenation. Also, babies admitted in the NICU when grounded showed increase in the vagal tone up to 70% along with their ability to thrive. Grounding also was shown to increase blood circulation, leading to changes in facial skin tissues. This indicates that grounding affects one not just locally but globally.
So, these were some of the evidences based studies that could clearly tell us what are the benefits of earthing or grounding. Looking deeper into it, we can say the benefits of earthing are decreased levels of inflammation and pain. So, in a journal of inflammation research, the effects of grounding on pain and swelling, inflammation, and wound healing, where they took a study of an ankle injury. So, when electrode patches were attached and grounded, and pictures were taken from consecutive days, day 1, day 2, day 3, it showed that the healing was much better due to grounding on day 2 than day 1. So, looking into the mechanism of what might have happened in this healing process could be that usually when a wound is present, there are many inflammatory processes going on in that. So there is a lot of oxidation going on in there. So when a person is grounded or earthed, we know that there is a free flow of electrons in their body. So what advantage can you get from this? The negative electrons enter our body and act as antioxidants. So they are basically controlling this oxidation process, which helps in faster recovery from inflammation and pain at the same time. We know that every day billions of free radicals are produced by each cell. The act of earthing allows a large amount of free electrons to enter the body, where they are thought to neutralize the free radicals.
Earthing or grounding is also known to prevent premature aging. How does this happen? It has been suggested that aging results from the cumulative damage done to cells and tissues by oxidative stress, causing reactive oxygen and reactive nitrogen species, also known as free radicals, to be generated. These are also produced during normal biochemical processes in our body, such as oxidative metabolism, and during the body's natural response to injury and pollutants. Because the free radicals these molecules are one or more unpaired electrons, it has charge and magnetic properties that make it highly reactive as well as attractive to free electrons. This is the physics that makes these molecules so destructive, where they literally rip electrons from pathogens and damaged cells produced during injury. The rich electron flow from grounding help fight these free radicals, which help prevent aging.
Coming more to the benefits, it was observed that there was a reduction of primary indicators of osteoporosis. In another experiment with non-medicated subjects, grounding during a single night of sleep resulted in statistically significant changes in concentrations of minerals and electrolytes in the blood serum, like iron, ionized calcium, inorganic phosphorus, sodium, potassium, and magnesium. So renal excretion of both calcium and phosphorus was reduced significantly. These reductions in blood and urinary calcium and phosphorus directly relate to osteoporosis. The results suggest that earthing for only a single night reduced the primary indicators of osteoporosis. Isn't that amazing? This is a remarkable finding that needs actually a more follow-up study by those interested in public health and high cost of medicine care. Coming furthermore to the benefits, it helped in reducing pain and stress. We all know that melatonin is the most important hormone secreted by the pineal gland. In a previously unpublished study, it was found that melatonin increased in 66% of subjects after sleeping grounded for 6 weeks. Melatonin increases are important because melatonin is a hormone that supports the immune system, promotes deep and restful sleep, slows cell damage and aging, improves energy, and may even inhibit the growth of cancer cells. Looking further, we know that the lack of sleep is often the result of pain. People simply cannot sleep well when they are in pain. Hence, reduction of pain might lead to improved sleep, reduction in stress to the body, and relief from a wide variety of unpleasant and debilitating conditions. So many who started sleeping on the ground, like using a grounding pad or mat, reported less pain and discomfort not only during the night but also following the day. So, this is a very well known result of excessive, unfamiliar, intensive exercise. It also helped in reducing blood viscosity. This may be one of the most effective ways to lower our cardiovascular risk. Earthing reduces blood viscosity and clumping, as just mentioned by my colleague Dr. Nandini. According to the researchers, it appears to be one of the most simplest and yet most powerful therapies for reducing cardiovascular risk and cardiovascular events.
Now, our ancestors were very well aware of the effects of earthing, so let's see how they incorporated this in their lifestyle. So, ancient lifestyle that promoted earthing. Children in olden days used to play in the mud. We don't do that nowadays. Nowadays, you see children using electrical gadgets more often than playing in the natural environment around them and coming in contact with the earth, mud, etc. Pilgrimages were done barefoot in the earlier times. This also exposed them to a rich electron source from the earth. Eating in metallic utensils like gold, silver, and copper, use of clay pots, also known as matkas, tumblers, and plates. Sitting on the ground to eat, sleeping on the ground, use of good quality mud as cleansers and masks for the face and the body, meditating and doing penances on the ground. Use of metallic jewelry like bangles on the wrists, matha pitti on the forehead, nath on the nose, etc., rubbed off these acupressure points, releasing electrons into them. So, modern lifestyle, a devil? Modern lifestyle has increasingly separated humans from contact with the Earth's electrical field and free electrons. For example, since the 1960s, we have increasingly worn shoes with insulating rubber or plastic or composite soles instead of the traditional leather soles fashioned from animal hides. Moreover, our houses have floors made of wood or acrylic that are also insulating. Even carpets are made from synthetic materials that are non-conductive and that can cause buildup of harmful static electrical charges on our body. Other lifestyle changes include fast food, computers, cellular telephones, etc. People have moved indoors to watch television. Skin contact with the surface of the earth has become rare. In addition, unlike many societies throughout history, people no longer sleep on the ground. They live and work in high rise buildings, sometimes hundreds of feet above the ground. You're actually cut off from the earth. We don't have a firm footing anymore. We are ungrounded, having no connection to the planet and our soil. This divergence is contributing to the rise of illnesses mentioned earlier.
So, I think we have talked a lot about evidences, the researches due to earthing and its benefits. But let's talk about how easily we can incorporate all these in our life. So, you have lost your electrical roots, but the good news is you have the potential to reconnect. Like going barefoot for half an hour or so can make a difference on your pain and stress level. Sitting, standing, or walking on soil, grass, sand, or concrete that are known conductive material and surfaces which can draw Earth's energy. For many people, however, there isn't time in their current busy schedule to go out barefoot. So, there are also indoor options, not to worry, like investing in grounding products which can be used while you're sleeping, relaxing, or working. So, some of the essentials that can be used are body bands. Another is to be placed like a grounding sheet on one's bed. A third way is to have a grounding mat under one's feet if they are sitting at a desk or an office working. Wearing grounding socks and earthing shoes have also come up. These are exceedingly simple, virtually trivial alterations in one's lifestyle that can have profound health implications. Mud therapy. Another very unknown earthing technique that can be used. Earth is one of the five elements which the universe is made of. So, mud therapy is a type of treatment where thermal mud containing high concentration of minerals is spread over the body to help cleanse, purify, and revitalize the skin. Types of mud used are spa mud made in maturation tanks, black cotton soil, French clay, beach sand. Benefits: black cotton soil is black color and it absorbs all the color of the sun and covers them to the body. Retains moisture for a long time, so when applied, it causes cooling. Increases thermo-insulation capacity also.
So, we discussed about the physical ways in which we can incorporate grounding in our lives. But did you know that there are also mental grounding techniques? So, let's find out what these are. Closing your eyes and recalling memories, recalling fundamental mathematical concepts, reciting a song, poetry, or text, finding joy in little things like baking, walking in the nature, playing with your pets, etc., and taking mindful meals, which is very important in this age where everyone is so busy. These are multiple ways in which we can mentally practice grounding techniques.
So, to conclude our topic, I would like to say stay humble,
Stay grounded.
happy earthing. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, we have discussed lots of things about how the physics, how the physiology, and the philosophy of Veda are integrated. Have you ever think a child just born and ever ask about what is the nutrition value of the milk to the mother? Not at all. So, when the child have a bonding with the mother, it is the mother's blessing in the forms of the nutritions which is nurturing the child. Same way, the mother earth is always ready to give you blessings. Just we have to again come in contact with Mother Earth. Here in a GMRS Medical College Gandhinagar, we have created a wellness model with a high level of integrations. We are trying to teaching and learning and sharing and caring how the nature's intelligence is associated with the total well-being of the health, not only the health of the human being, but with the health of entire ecosystem. And these days, entire world is going in that direction. One earth, one family, one future. So I just welcome all of you. Come to the GMRS Medical College Gandhinagar, or wherever you are, just try to incorporate what is nature's intelligence in your life. Thank you. Vande Mataram.